BlameO is the titular antagonist behind all scapegoats throughout history. Wherever there was blame, there was BlameO. Stories about BlameO have never been heard outside the conflict zones and arenas of aggression that fall under his realm of influence. These are now being collected by scholars, scientists, and educators who declare that BlameO might be the most important figure in all of modern history. The best authorities have never recounted BlameO's legendary exploits in narrative form because, up until recently, BlameO did not exist. BlameO was not always BlameO, but started out as the first and final scapegoat herder. Since the beginning of civilization, things haven't always gone according to plan, and people haven't always gotten along. Struggles, conflicts, and desires show up where peace once ruled, and in these moments of unrest and conflagration, society would turn to the scapegoat herder to give them something they could blame for their troubles. Having centralized the blame onto the scapegoat, society could kill the goat together, write a story about it, and move on. The math was simple. Over time, as conflicts and civilization expanded, the scapegoat population dwindled in response, until finally, the scapegoat herder ran out of scapegoats. Collective myths began to die, and at that moment, the herder and his canine companion left their home to walk the earth. BlameO and Shame the dog were born. Today, BlameO and Shame the dog have their work cut out for them. The modern world has become so complicated and intertwined that there are too many points of blame and shame for humans to handle. For any singular issue or conflict in the modern world, there are typically hundreds, if not thousands, of blameworthy subjects, making it essentially impossible to isolate the correct one. But that doesn't stop us. We blame and shame this organization or that policy, this group of people or that ideology, this neighbor or that stranger. But the shaming piles up and doesn't work, because the blame never lands on a scapegoat, and since there's no sacrifices, there's no collective myths being written, which means society can never heal. When scientists, aided by advanced computational modeling, realized that BlameO and Shame the dog could hold the key to healing our divided societies, the results were met with enthusiasm. The mechanism behind this potential solution to world peace today is based on the ancient equation that helped societies heal in yesterdays long ago. With BlameO and Shame the dog, we can mythologize a scapegoat, which we figuratively sacrifice, and then move on and heal. Don't blame them or yourself. Blame BlameO. Don't shame them or yourself. Shame the dog. You're probably feeling bad for BlameO and Shame the dog, but that's where science might help. You see, BlameO and Shame the dog are made to blame. They've been keeping up with humanity since the beginning, and they've been created expressly for the purpose of taking the shame and blame for everyone on the planet. That's over 8 billion people. So the next time you find yourself in a blind rage, look to BlameO, who can take blame for any and everything, from a stubbed toe to an earthquake. And the next time you want to shame someone, for anything from stupidity to liquidity, shame the dog, who always feels awful about it, so you don't have to. The legend of BlameO lives on, and the future chapters of this saga remain to be written. Where will BlameO and Shame the dog show up next? Chances are, closer than you think.